What's up? I'm Jake. This is Empress Pleco. Oh, we're doing like podcast cut. All right. That's what we're talking. That's cool, man. No traffic. Good day. How are we gonna do it today?
Do like a medium skin fade.
Thanks for coming out today, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, bro. Of course. Thank you for this opportunity.
So, how'd you get into barbering? How'd you get into cutting hair?
Man, it was so random. I was like right out of high school. I don't know what I was trying to get into. Everyone was like going to college, and I was like, oh, should I enroll in Santa Ana College? Because it was like maybe like one bus ride down, from my pad. And I don't know. Well, one day I was getting a haircut from my buddy in his house, and he just finished barber school, and he's like, bro, I just finished barber school. I'm making decent money. You should go check it out. What if you like it? And I was like, I was like shaving my brother's heads, shaving my own, some cousins, some friends that live in the neighborhood. And then I was like, I'll go check it out. So I just took the bus all the way down Euclid, all the way to Anaheim from Garden Grove. It was like, it was a long ass bus ride. I get there, I talked to all the administrators and everything. They kind of gave me a tour. And then, I never looked back. I signed up and started that Monday.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, and then, I did barber school for like 2 years. This one, it was like a lot more difficult, We actually had to like bring a live model. Everybody had to go to Glendale, to the state board building to get certified, all that stuff. So definitely with different times. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. And how long ago was that?
I've been licensed for 13 years now.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, so and Aaron, that's where I met Aaron. So Aaron was doing he was working at the night program when I was working during the day program. And then that's how and that's when Oso was like, hey man, I have a homie that's going to barber school. The same one as you. And I was like, what? And that's when I met up with them, we talked and stuff, so we know each other since then, so it's kind of funny.
That's cool, man. Aaron's a cool guy.
Yeah, Aaron's cool as hell.
He's funny, man. That's my guy though.
Right? So what got you to get into pomade, like selling pomade? Get into that part of the industry, because were you associated with anyone before that? Like what got you to pretty much get together and start selling product and make your own brand?
It all just kind of happened naturally, man. I didn't have a business or anything before, but I was working with my buddy Christian. He had a little Califocio shop, and we were working there and helping him do his business here and there. And I was just getting into like styling my hair at the time, because I was like a fat kid at one point. I lost some weight and started using the pomade and cleaning myself up. And I was looking at tutorials on YouTube. I seen this guy making some oil-based pomade in his garage, dude. And I tried that out, and it was a fucking disaster. It came out to be like a candle wax. Like,
no way.
It was basically a candle, dude. You could like knock on it and hear a knock. It was crazy. I put it in my hair. I still tried it. I put it in my hair, and dude, that didn't come out. Like imagine a Murray's like times like 5. Like it was not, dude. It wasn't moving. No water, dish soap, nothing got that out. I had to cut my hair off.
No way.
Dude, it's pretty bad. But I kept going, I kept trying, experimented. And I finally got something. I'd say it was equivalent to like a beard balm is what I'd say is what. After I finally kind of perfected that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like more of a beard balm more than a hair pomade.
Okay.
But I still used it as a hair pomade, and it was actually pretty good. And
that's funny.
And I was just keeping it for myself, and I gave it to some friends, and they liked it. It was all natural at the time. It was literally like grapeseed oil, coconut oil, beeswax, and some essential oils.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
Super basic.
Yeah, because I remember when I was like seventh grade or 8th grade, when Suavecito rolled up, and they're all like, hey, a bunch of cholos come out of this lowrider. They're like, hey, we have some pomade. You guys want to try it for free? And we're like, yeah, sure. So that's when we went over there, and we they gave us like a bunch of like empty jars and everything. and they're not in the jars, but like there was like no label on the jars. It was just like all white. And they're like, yeah, try this out, see how you like it. Yeah, the next day, a couple days later, came by. Hey, do you guys like it? Yeah, it smells really good. Yeah, they're like, oh, we're gonna name this Suavecito. And I was like, what? I was like, that's kind of funny. I didn't grow up not really speaking any Spanish. I think my parents just spoke Spanish just to like so we wouldn't understand them.
Yeah.
But I knew what they were saying.
It's funny though, dude. So I actually got some labels for it at the time when it was like a beard balm type feel. And I remember I used to get cut over at a gentleman's parlor in San Jacinto, and I took it in, and I knew Danny. He was like my barber at the time. Didn't do pomade or business with him, but he just cut my hair like once a week.
Yeah.
And I pulled out some pomade for him one time. I was like, hey, dude, check this out. I made it. And he was like, what is this? What is this shit? A beard balm?
No way. That's fucking funny.
Hey, it's funny, dude. And he took it and he's like, he told me thanks and shit, but like I was like, yeah, that shit that's not the move, So I was experimenting, and after that I was trying to do a water-based pomade.
Yeah. That
would rinse out with just water. And we actually did that. We came up with it. Well, I came up with that in the kitchen. All this started in my mom's kitchen, by the way. So I made this water-based pomade. I called it a cream pomade. It was literally like a straight 50-50 hybrid combo of like an oil base and a water base.
Okay.
It would like reapply all day like the oil, but it stayed soft. And it was easy to wash. Like you could just shampoo it out. And everyone loved it, dude. That was all I sold for probably the first couple years in business was this cream pomade. It was great. But I couldn't keep up with like demand because I was only able to make 12 at a time.
Yeah.
So if I try to do like, just double the batch to 24 or 36, it was a mess. Like for whatever reason, I couldn't just double it up and make a big batch.
Yeah.
So I'm over here making like dozens at a time. And sometimes those dozens were just going same day. Sometimes I had a dozen sold before it was even made.
Oh damn! So people really
yeah.
like that.
So I was wholesaling that shit like pretty good. I was doing online.
And that was like your first real like.
That was like it, and then
cool.
And then we got into after doing that a couple years. A lot of like the barbers, they liked it, but they're like, dude, we can't sell it because it's not getting rinsed out with just the water.
Yeah.
So we got the water-based pomade, which is similar to what we're using right now, and that was going fucking crazy, dude.
And that was the start of like.
So everyone, yeah, we rebranded too because my logo used to be all just white. It used to be white, same type of concept, but it was white and not black. And my buddy designed it, and then so we're gonna rebrand. We got the new water-based pomade. We have the cream pomade. And then we changed. We got the branding all redone, new design, packaging. I went all in at the time.
Yeah.
What I thought was all in. And so we changed that up. All the barbers loved the new one. I liked it. Eventually, we had to move on from how we were doing it, and I had to get a manufacturer to start mass producing the water-based pomade because it was just like. Same type of thing. I was making like 100 at a time, and those 100 were just flying. Like,
it just wasn't enough.
Dude, I couldn't keep up with demand, so I was going from maybe 100 at a time to 2,000 now. I was picking up 2,000 at a time, and that was cool.
So how'd you go from going from that to making what you're making now? Like, is it what's the process you do now when it comes to like making all your products?
So now, because I can't make it in house no more. I can't keep up with that demand. So now I have a couple manufacturers. They're all local to me in the Inland Empire.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I keep it all local. Everything done in Inland Empire. That's how I run the company. I just keep everything local. Support the people that support me.
That's good.
And,
yeah, that's why a lot of people like the pomade too, because at one time it's based out of the IE, and they're like, what? Oh man.
Yeah, dude, this is like straight up made in America, like mom and pop businesses. Like the guys that are doing my stuff for me now, I could like hit them up and hang out, or they're my friends.
Oh, that's cool.
They're my friends. It's not just like business, now it's like they're my boys, and they're cool.
Oh, that's dope. That's good.
So I hit them up and I'm like, hey, I need to pick up some pomade or whatever. And they're like, yeah, we got you. You know, like they're like 3 days. 3 days, and we'll get you covered. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's probably a lot easier to take a lot of stress out of you trying to like make every single one and
yeah,
make
dude.
sure it's stored correctly, all that stuff. Because I still don't know how other brands do it. Like I know they still make all their stuff in house, you know, but I'm sure they have people working from now than they did before, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. But I like working like close with my guys because you know they give me other samples of products I could try out. Like if I'm interested, I want to try something new or whatever. That's actually how we got the matte clay.
Yeah.
So they like, I told them I wanted matte clay, and they're like, dude, we can do a matte clay, but I never used matte clay. That wasn't my style.
Yeah, the matte clay. I remember when they started to. I don't know. I guess like it was like that switch, like 2013, 2014, when you know Donny Holly from Hollywood was just like blowing up. Lay Right, you got Salsito blowing up. All these big brands are blowing up, and then you know like no one really wanted like to put a bunch of pomade in their hair anymore. You know that everyone's like, yeah, I'm kind of looking for more, maybe like a more natural look. You know, something where like I can kind of just put in my fingers, put in my hair, and like wash my hands and walk out without having to like slick everything down.
Yeah.
More of like, because when I was working in downtown Fullerton, we got a lot of business guys that came from the courthouse. You know, so that's like the last thing you want to do is like, you know, try to repaste their pomade again or make their hair wet and then redo it again because they're constantly running around from like courtroom to courtroom. And so yeah, so when the whole matte scene started coming out, oh man, everyone ate that up quick.
Yeah,
I remember that was crazy.
Yeah, I was definitely late to the matte clay party. We just dropped the matte clay maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And
that sounds good, man. That's my
dude,
first stuff.
You know what's crazy? It's like that's like my best selling product right now is the matte clay. I can't keep it in stock. It's just as soon as it's in, it's almost out.
Yeah, as I was telling you, like I got guys that literally will wait for me to restock, and then they'll buy like 2 or 3 at a time because they feel like they're not gonna get it if they just get one. Which is, you know, it works out, you know, because but the same thing, it sucks because like if I try to introduce someone new to it, I don't have any. I just have a sample, and they're like, "Oh, where can I buy it?" I'm like, "Oh, you go either online or wait until I can get it." You know?
Yeah.
That's what my buddy Joe was hitting you up. Was like, "Oh, because he like he's obsessed with that mat because you know he goes to a lot of punk shows and stuff." So he's just like, "Yeah, this is the only thing that keeps my hair down."
Yeah, that matte clay has a lot of hold. It's strong, man. That thing doesn't move.
Yeah, I like it too because like you can put it in someone's hair, blow dry it back, like kind of melt it in a little bit more, and it gives it even a stronger hold too. Like I've tried experimenting with it, like, you know, I'll put it in when the hair is wet, I'll put it in when the hair is completely dry, semi-wet, blow dry it in, see what works the best. And I feel like for me, like when I put in people's hair, they like it. I feel like it looks a lot better or smoother when the hair is like a little damp.
Yeah, I use it a little more damp than the pomade.
Yeah, I feel like it lays in the hair really nice. It's real subtle. You don't have to keep adding on more and more.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people prefer like the matte over the normal regular pomade because of that.
Yeah.
They have to keep feeling they have to keep reapplying the pomade to the hair.
The matte clay is easy to overuse.
Right.
It's like a little goes a long way with that.
No, every time my client comes in, I dump all that shit on their hair. I'm like, hey man, I'm putting a little more maybe than you usually would, but I just want to see how it looks. Because you know when you style it really nice, sometimes you gotta put a little bit more, you know, especially to get like that pomp.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's the selling point right there.
Right, I know. I convince some people to buy it. They're like, man, see, my hair could look like this. I'm like, yeah. They're like, what do I need to do? And I'll style it for them in the mirror. I'm like, all right, dude, just grab your lady's blow dryer. I'm sure she has a vent brush laying around somewhere. And then just like kind of give her the front a little bit of volume, and then apply it with a little bit of water, and boom. Like, and then sometimes they'll send me pictures like, dude, what do you think?
Yeah, that's exactly how I use it too.
I'm like, yeah, look good, dude. You want to say you look handsome or something? I was like, that's about it.
Sending you selfies in the morning.
Hey, I didn't do like you, man, but I think you still look good.
So what's your biggest motivation right now?
I guess just like, I guess, you know, unfortunately my mom passed away like 6 years ago, you know, so I feel like me motivating myself to honor her in a way, you know, by being successful in like what I want to do with my life, instead of just like, you know, trying to work a 9-to-5 job and like try to make it, you know, or go to college. I kind of want to be my own boss. and I feel like that's like big motivation for me every day. So,
Hell yeah.
and you know, my brothers too, my family.
I feel like you're doing the right stuff right now, man.
Yeah, just trying to stay straight. You know, just trying to get into trouble. All that stuff. That's why I like living out here. You know, it's just super chill. I feel like I'm really able to focus on myself like a lot more. You know, I literally have like zero distractions. Even from my lady helps me a lot with my business, trying to help me like kind of design like my studio and this would just a little bit perfect. Help me design my studio and all that stuff because I know it. When it comes to like decorating, that's not really my forte. You know. So I added some of my paintings. I was like, this looks good. She's like, no, this doesn't look good. And I was like, sheesh.
You're like, babe, it's for dudes.
Yeah, as I tell her, she wants to like she bought like a bunch of decorations and we're gonna put we're gonna put the Halloween stuff right here. I have this idea for this place. Yeah, but hey, people love it though, so
that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. The little kids come in, look, it's a ghost. Start freaking out.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, and then she got me like this little Halloween bowl with like a bunch of eyeballs in it. So when they put their hand in there, they're like, "What the hell?" But they actually like it. They're like, "Oh, I can have the eyeball instead of the candy." What motivates you every day?
Definitely my son and my wife and my family. You know, just trying to do better, lead by example. You know, just
that's a big one right there.
I just want to put my best foot forward every day and just get better that 1% every day that I can. You know, like raise my standards. You know, just so I could be kind of like, you know, I want to show my son what I could be. You know, so hopefully he can get past that. You know, like where I want to be at. You know, I want to get right here. So hopefully he keeps his standard at least right here, and he wants to go up higher. You know.
Yeah, true. No, that definitely is a big one for sure. Because I don't have any kids, you know, but I can just imagine like that's like, you know, once you get a kid, that's it. You gotta do everything for them, you know. For me, I just have my cat.
Yeah, dude. Gotta do it for the cat too, man.
He's my son.
We got a little.
Cries for me every day, and when I leave and when I get home, still crying. He's probably crying right now, thinking about me. But yeah, man, that's why I feel like that's why me and Jake haven't made that move to like, you know, having a kid yet. But I know it's coming down to the wire pretty soon, so we're definitely thinking about it a lot more.
Yeah, just do it when you're ready, man.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's gonna tell you, you know.
I'm buying a pair of clippers. He's gonna be a prodigy, I know it. So I'm doing designs.
My son's already working in the office right now, doing all the pomade.
Nice.
He loves opening up the boxes with the pomade and just throwing them around. I'm like, dude, you gonna pay for that or what?
Right. That's funny. I know. I put these shelves up the other day too. I put these shelves up and for the pomade. And I use like the like some type of tape that's supposed to be like really strong. Hell no! I put like 3-4 pomades. I think I came back the next day. The whole thing crashed down. I was like, nah.
Yeah, dude. It's funny. He finds like the stickers and stuff, and he just starts like peeling all the stickers and putting them on his shirt.
Yeah, I think it's funny when kids will come in like, "Hey, can I have a sticker?" I'll give them one, and then they'll just get it, rip it, and then like throw it behind them. Like, "Can I get another one?" I'm like, "What the hell?" That's be like, "No, no anymore."
Yeah, he like stacks up the pomades and just knocks them off and just throwing them. I'm like,
that's freaking funny.
We got you all these toys and you wanna play with the pomade.
If you can go back 5 years, what advice would you give yourself?
So, dude, 5 years was actually a pretty pivotal spot in the business because that's when COVID happened. So we were doing wholesale orders every week, like multiple orders every week, and online sales. And then once COVID happened, we literally like halted, like sales went to zero like overnight for probably like a month or two.
Yeah.
So imagine just like this is when we were moving product like crazy, dude, like doing events. I just bought a car to do like more events, an old classic car. I was like going all in on the business, and then literally like 2 months after I bought this car and we're all stocked up, the whole world basically just shut down for months because of the COVID.
Yeah.
And dude, I could have quit. I could easily have quit, you know, just closed up shop. A lot of businesses closed, not just pomade, but just in general, you know. A lot of people can't go a month or two without making any sales or, you know, keeping your doors closed essentially.
Yeah.
But you know, I just bet on myself, dude, and just kept going. And So I say like 5 years ago, would just be keep believing in yourself and bet on yourself and take those risks because no one's gonna do it for you. You know, like
Exactly.
I could have played victim and like cried, like you know, like whatever, like oh no one's buying my shit, like this is the end of the world. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen, but I just kept my head down and you know I just kept doing what I was doing and it you know you eat shit, you had to eat shit for a few months and you know, and then you know everything kind of started opening up slowly, and I just kept betting on myself throughout the whole time.
Yeah, and I feel you.
So I would just say, you know, if you're feeling down, just put in the work and bet on yourself, dude. Like if you bet on yourself, you know it's all on you. It's no one else.
Yeah, I feel like that was such a hard time for everybody. You know, like so many like long time businesses closed down just because of that. That was rough.
I mean, dude, I know barbershops that like went out and they never came back. I
Yeah,
know
man.
barbers who stopped cutting hair and they don't cut hair no more.
Yeah, because for all of us, man, like that was like this is it. Like we're done. Like we don't have to worry about trying to find any type of work anymore. Like we made it, you know.
Yeah.
And then when that happened, it was like a big eye opener for a lot of people. Because for barbering, it's like it's all cash, like Zelle and all that stuff. So a lot of people tend not to like know how to save money.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of barbers like fell off.
And especially that, dude. It literally happened like overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was crazy times, but so yeah, I would just say bet on yourself. Always just bet on yourself. Don't expect anyone to help you, or you know, don't expect anyone to do it for you. At the end of the day, you have to do it for yourself and
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
put all that risk on your shoulders, dude. Because you're either gonna fail or you're gonna succeed. And at the end of the day, it's your decision.
Yeah, but like that's really that was so stressful times. Like even for me, you know, like being at the barbershop, trying not to freak out, trying not to panic every day because that could have been a day where you know they were gonna knock on our door and shut us down. You know,
Yeah.
because I stayed, you know, just to help support the owners realistically because I feel like they've been through so much. You know, like one of the owners, his dad, like just got hospitalized. From having lung cancer, you know, like the other one, his wife had a breast cancer, so they were just like in and out of the hospital. Then COVID happened, and they couldn't even see like their loved ones. So, you know, at least I could do is try to give them. I still gave them the same booth rent, even during COVID, because I feel like they needed like you know even that much. You know, they needed something. You know, if it wasn't a lot, something I'm sure that helped out a little bit. Pretty much, you know, prove to them like, hey, dude, I'm loyal to the T, so I'll be here until the shop closed down. And it never did.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, you know, we kept a lot of shares and stuff too, so they had our back, so that was cool.
Nice. What about you? What's some advice you'd give yourself 5 years ago?
Just don't give up. I feel like 5 years ago was like a time for me where, during COVID, I just like almost gave up cutting hair. Like, you know, even before that too. Like when I first got into this industry, like it was really difficult for me to know like if this is what I really wanted to do forever. You know, because it was like it's definitely, you know, you can definitely make into a career, or I can make into like a part-time thing. But I was all about 100%. Dedicated so much time learning, just taking the city bus everywhere, not having a car. You know, just trying to figure out like what's the best for me. I think that was like the most difficult thing. But yeah, during COVID, I really wanted to give up just because it was just like it was hard. You know, like it was heartbreaking. Like seeing our industry fall apart. So many big people in the industry like fell off because of that. Barbershops closed down. You know, so many really famous ones like Vinny's and West Hollywood shut down. That was a really big one. That was like a really nice shop. Just that part of the time was pretty difficult. But yeah, just not giving up. You know, when I didn't, but man, I was really close. It was getting really hard, and like rebuilding my clientele after everyone was too scared to come get a haircut. So that was definitely difficult too.
Well, look, it all worked out, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like you could sink or swim, and you swam.
Yeah, that's the thing I try to tell like a lot of my younger clients. You know, that when they're having a hard time in college and they feel like, oh, you know, like what if this is a thing I don't want to do? And I just tell them like, hey, man, life's a risk, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing, and either it could get better or it could get worse. You know, sometimes it's meant to be, sometimes it's not. You know, you just can't give up just because it's getting difficult. You know,
Yeah.
like, I feel like our parents have been through worse stuff. Our parents have been through worse, you know. So I just like get up and give up now.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like that's when you see the real progression, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're always in control of your own destiny. Is how I think. You know.
Exactly.
You could wake up every day and put in the work, or you could just wake up and just lay down.
Laying down does sound pretty nice. I'm letting some one. So I'm sure it's pretty cool seeing your logo like blow up as it is, you know, like because I've been following you for a long time. Even when I first moved out here too, you know, I think I've been following you. So seeing your progression with like the brand and you know going to car shows and going to events, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, it's just been a grind, man, and I've been in it 8 years now, and it's crazy, but I feel like I'm just still getting started.
Right.
I feel like I'm still just getting it moving.
Like every day is a new day.
You know, like I've been in this shit 8 years, dude. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah. That's how I feel when I tell people, yeah, I've been licensed for more than 13 years. Like, it doesn't even seem real. I'm only like 33, you know? So I was like, I started cutting hair when I was like, I was like 19, 20 when I went to barber school. So I'm always tripping out about that. Like, what the hell? Like, how did I go from, you know, because I was getting into a lot of trouble, you know? I was hanging out with a lot of wrong people. I was doing a lot of graffiti. You know, just roaming the streets at night, you know? Wearing the big old poofy Pro Club blue jackets.
So what's the hardest part about being your own boss?
Man, I guess just like to me, out of everything, like supplies, like keeping my supplies always on deck, making sure my towels are always washed. Just like I guess like just running my own business, you know, it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Like the money thing, yeah, it's pretty simple, you know, like once you break it down your finances and everything, but when it comes to like running an actual business, like having your supplies always there, making sure you always have like, you know, like just a most simple thing like Clorox or like Windex, because you know it's frustrating. Even for me, sometimes if you're washing my towels and they're all done, I'm so busy, and some of the girls in my studio will fold my towels for me, you know. And I'll do the same thing for them too. You know, we always try to help each other out. So it's always been difficult, and I guess building my clientele as well. I feel like since I've been in my studio, like I don't do any walk-ins. Well, nobody ever walks in besides if they're going to their appointment. You know.
Yeah.
So that's a big one for me. And then yeah, I guess that's pretty much it when it comes to that. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty standard with any business. You know, it's pretty difficult. And then money, you know, like having enough money to buy certain supplies. Even my tools are so expensive nowadays. It's crazy.
They're not cheap, dude.
Yeah, I went from paying like $65 a clipper to paying $160 a clipper. You know, so.
Yeah, I bought a beard clipper, dude. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, even on Amazon, they're still over $100. Like
yeah,
everything used to be under $100. Besides, like if you're trying to get like a little more like high end stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Now, how about for you? Like, what are some things that make like just owning a business in general like difficult for like your industry, like for selling products?
It's hard because I do everything. I do everything from like, you know, inventory, emails, the sales, the packaging. When I do events, I got my brother over there, and sometimes my wife helps out.
Oh, that's true.
But it's hard, dude. Like I'm basically a one-man operation.
Yeah.
So it's just wearing multiple hats.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
trying to do multiple things at once.
Yeah, you know, trying to do the social media, which, you know, I gotta get better at that, and you know, but just trying to do a little bit of everything every day. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen every day.
True. That's what sucks about social media, man, is like learning how to make your own videos, learning how to like just create content for like yourself. It's like somehow how to learn, just like watching other videos too, you know, like watching other barbers make their own videos. I'm like, all right, so what does this guy use? You know, I know some barbers that actually like go crazy, like they'll spend thousands of dollars on equipment, and then they'll end up selling everything because they don't know how to use it. You know, I even thought about taking like a media class in college just so like I can like, so it kind of help me with like the most basic stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, maybe learn how to set up lighting or learning more about cameras, angles, like. But that's the thing is like the eye kind of comes like creatively, you know, like you don't just go to school to figure out like how to use a camera. You know, it's like I got some buddies that will literally grab a camera, take a picture, and it's like, what the hell did you take that?
Yeah, lucky for me, I have my buddy Vic who does all my videos and my website and anything like that. So whenever I want a video, I reach out to my guy and
nice. Just kind of send him like I kind of give him ideas of what you want to do.
yeah, and then I just we meet up and he does his thing.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm lucky. I've been rocking with him since day one.
Oh yeah.
He built the first website. He did the first video. He's done everything.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's always good to find people like that, especially when you're cool with them, on a personal level, because just like I trust a lot of people in the industry too, and you end up just trying to cheat, like you think they're all in, and then you hit them up and they're not there, or they're just using you.
Yeah.
I've messed with pomade companies where, certain companies are like, oh yeah, come to this event, we're gonna blow you up on the banner and this and that. And then I show up, and then I'll be there hanging out. It was cool, and then like a couple weeks later, next thing you know, I'll see my face on a thing, and the guy didn't even invite me.
Yeah, dude. Whatever I do, I just try to. I do keep my word. So like, if I say something or I'm gonna keep my word, and then if something changes, I man up and I reach out and let you know what's going on.
Hell yeah.
Then,
yeah, that's why I mess with your brand a lot, just because for that reason. I feel like I have a lot of people that try to like use me as part of like their like their glow up for their company, But I feel like you already had everything down. It was just showcasing the pomade and to the masses, trying to like get other barbers into the same thing. Like I've already reached out to a couple of buddies out in Orange County, like, hey man, you gotta check this stuff out.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, of course. But a lot of these barbers are just so dead. They're just so like stuck on the same stuff,
Yeah, it's hard. It's like I'm in here a while now, but I still feel like I'm the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to get people to switch over when they've been using a product for so long.
Yeah, that, and then plus too, like I'll go to these hair shows and I'll see like every other booth is a different pomade brand that's coming up.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's hard, man. I can see all these people trying to look at each other in the corners, like, Oh, what are you selling over here? Beard oil? That's cool.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. And we've just been doing word of mouth basically since day one.
Yeah, that's how it should be,
I haven't really ran any ads, but
stand by your products, it's good.
This year, that's gonna change, dude. This year, it's gonna change. You're gonna see some ads. You're gonna get more marketing.
Hell yeah.
I don't even think I've sent out a marketing email. I don't even think I've done that, but that's gonna change this year.
Hell yeah.
We got change coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm excited. As I was telling you last time, I was like, let's go to like these crazy places and show off the brand. I know in Japan they do like the big hair show. Kind of like how they do like the car shows out there.
Yeah.
And so people kind of roll up out there and what do you call it? Yeah, they'll like have a booth, check out different barber shops out there, network with different people.
Yeah, Japan would be a sick one.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope for sure. So what's your next like big idea for the company? Like, you have anything you even want to do? I remember we talked about making more videos, more Instagram stuff, but do you have any other ideas besides that?
Right now we're redoing the website. That'll be a big one. I want to do more events this coming year for sure. I want to try to do at least once every month, one event every month. Get out there more often, see more people, meet new people, drop some new merch.
Hell yeah.
And just keep doubling down on what we're doing.
Yeah, definitely be a plus. Like hitting up more shows. Maybe going to like the Beauty Expo in Anaheim they have every year. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Chair.
Yeah, no, I want to get into some of those expos. I know we were talking about setting up, getting a booth set up and all that. So.
Yeah, because like the car shows are cool and stuff, but like reaching out to the community, which is really nice, but getting your name out there in the actual in the barbering industry is pretty big,
Yeah.
Because you get some other companies like actual machine companies who want to promote your stuff on their Instagram using their machines. So that's always pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Plus you'll meet other business owners there that own barbershops that want your product in their in their shops or in their schools.
Yeah, we're gonna get there this year, 2026 for sure, dude. It's gonna be a good year. So how can we find you on social media?
So my IG is Babyface the Barber. That's how you find me on Instagram, or you can look up Talk of the Town Sweets in Temecula. I'm also on their Instagram as well. That's where I have my studio.
Make sure we get some follows to my boy.
I almost forgot. I've got a comb right now. I'm like, oh, I don't have it right here.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's my brother. My brother will be up all night. Some memes I got at 4 in the morning. I'm like, people trying to sleep, bro. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I used to go to Hollywood's barbershop, like right out of high school, and I took my bus to get there to HB.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to watch all their barbers like all dressed up, like doing hair, and I was like, man, this is so sick.
They wearing like the ties and shit.
Yeah. They all like come out from the back, all falling. Yeah, one of my buddies, I used to work in Fullerton. We used to call him Big Ten. But he used to like show me how to like actually do someone's palm without using a blow dryer. Like, look, dude, this is how you're supposed to do it. And I was like, what the hell? I show it all the time. I just got this one's kind of cool. Immortal.
Smells good.
Right?
Oh, cool.
Let's go.
This is it. Best in the game. Emperor Supply Co.
So the barbers out there, this is probably the best product I've ever used of all 13 years of cutting hair. You gotta definitely check this out. My name is Joe. I'm Babyface the Barber. I'm based out here in Temecula. If you want to follow me on IG, Babyface the Barber. Focus on with me. I'll hook you up.
That's a wrap. That's how we do it.